This is Hustle and Pro with Kelly Walker. Join Kelly as she talks sports with players, coaches, organizers, and entrepreneurs from Pee Wee League to Pro. Now here's your host, Kelly Walker.
Welcome to Hustle and Pro. Today we have our first Lebanon Trail High School student athlete on the show. Thanks, and hello, Olivia Mitchell.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. I'm excited to talk to you about some golf. So let's explore your story a little bit, and I have some fast favorites I want to ask you first.
Yes, ma'am.
Who's your favorite athlete?
My favorite athlete would, outside of the golf world, is probably Tom Brady, just because I grew up in a household where it was all about the Patriots. My dad's been a Patriots fan forever, so we always watched games on Sunday, and he's probably like...
What about in the golf world then?
In the golf world, I'm a big fan of Matt Kuchar. He is so awesome, so fun to watch, super great guy. Never met him, but, you know.
One day.
One day.
What about your favorite team? So you might go with Patriots here. You might have already said.
Definitely the Patriots, for sure.
Okay. What's the farthest you've ever traveled to play sports or to watch?
I haven't played, or in a tournament play, I went across country to Gig Harbor, not this summer, but the last summer, so Washington. So that's about as far as tournament play, but just playing for fun. I played in Curacao with my mom.
Wow.
It's a part of the ABC island, so like Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. It's down by South America, but
wow.
It was so pretty. It was really fun.
I bet. Do you have any sports superstitions? As an athlete, do you have to do something every time you golf?
I talk about it with my dad a lot, and I'm like, I have to, like, our first tournament, I shot 66 last year, so our first tournament this season, I shot 66, and I had this nail color on my nails, so I put it on my nails before I played in the same tournament, and it wasn't a 66, but it was okay.
The luck wore off a little bit from the nail polish. What is that, like a blue, like a sky blue?
It's C13.
Oh, C13.
C13.
You know it, so you still have it on. It must be your good luck nail color. So I love that you dream big. When I was researching you, I love that. And you've had some success in high school with playing for Lebanon Trail, right? So you were back-to-back district champions in 2017, 18, 19, and UIL Region 2 champs 18 and 19. And then in 2019, girls 5A state runner-up. And I think there's even more than that. So that's a lot, right? It's been a good run so far, and you're a senior. So is this what you expected when you get started at Lebanon Trail, to have this much success in golf?
I think no. To answer your question, no. It was so awesome to come in and start a new program, and Coach Carmichael has been amazing, and he has formed this team, and he has made us do things that we never even thought we could accomplish as a team. But as we were 4A when we first opened, we won districts our second year.
It's pretty great.
No, we won our first year.
Oh, you did?
No, we won our first year.
When did it open? Do you remember?
We opened in 2016.
Okay.
So we won 2016 and then 2017 in the 4A district. We didn't get out of regionals the first year. That was it. But I think the first district we ever played in, we won. We were like, oh, okay.
That's pretty amazing.
Like, hey, everyone, what's going on? But I think that's whenever we kind of started to realize, we were like, okay, we can do this. And then so we went district, region, second, and state our sophomore year. And then district, region, second, and state our junior year. So it's our time.
Yeah.
It's our time.
You're ready.
We are ready.
And so as you finish up this school year, you have already made your decision on where you're going next year,
yes,
right?
Ma'am, I have.
So tell us about that.
August 20th, I think it was, I committed to Dallas Baptist University to play golf.
Now, wait a second. Is DBU Patriots too?
They are the Patriots.
Oh, my goodness. It's all making sense now.
Yep, it is.
So tell me then about your decision to stay sort of here and around this area.
When I was a freshman, I emailed basically everywhere across the country. I didn't want to stay close, and I didn't really know what I wanted. I was a freshman in high school. I didn't even know that I was going to play college golf freshman year, because it didn't happen for me. I didn't kind of make that transition to where I had the potential to play at the collegiate level until summer before going into my freshman year. That's when it kind of clicked for me.
Wow.
And then it took me the first 2 tournaments too, and then it was an overnight thing basically.
Summer before your freshman year?
Yeah, so I was in 8th grade,
Wow.
and that's when I decided. I played all other sports. I played literally everything, and then I decided, I sat my parents down at the dinner table. It sounds kind of dramatic, but it kind of was dramatic, and I was like, golf is what I want to do.
In 8th grade?
In 8th grade. And then after that, I made that decision to completely focus on golf. That's whenever I started to make the jumps and started to compete with.
So what else did you play?
I played...
Like middle school, you were playing everything at school?
I played volleyball for a really long time. I played club volleyball. I played basketball when I was littler. I played soccer. I did cheerleading. What else did I do? My dad really wanted me to play softball, but I never ended up playing softball. But I really did. I was really into cheerleading and volleyball. Those are my 2, and then golf. But
so when you decided in 8th to focus on golf, was it because you thought that's what you were best at, or potential? Like how did you know in 8th grade to focus?
I thought that golf was the best opportunity for me to take it somewhere further than just high school. And I loved golf. Like I still love it, obviously, because I'm still playing. But I loved playing, and it was so much fun. I did a team with where I practiced at Ridgeview Ranch. We were called the Ridgeview Ranch Raiders, and we would go out and we would play and team golf, and it was so much fun. And so I always knew that golf was the best thing for me, just because of how much fun I had competing and
that's
getting better.
Yeah, and that's pretty early to decide that. That's great. How early did you actually start golfing?
I think I got my first set of clubs when I was 6 or 7.
Okay.
But my grandfather, he took us out to Elkins Lake. So my grandparents live out on Lake Livingston in Houston. And so they took me and my cousin to golf camp. I think I was 7. I want to say I was 7. My cousin's a year older than me, so she was 8. I stuck with it. She didn't. But my grandparents are a really big part of why I even get to do what I do now.
Got started. That's probably because most 7-year-olds don't have the patience to keep with golf, right? I mean, it's tough to
There's a few.
keep them engaged.
There's a
yeah,
few
I mean,
for
a few,
sure.
but not everybody can do that at age 7.
Yes, ma'am.
Can focus and be that as good at it as you must have been. So now, are you from Frisco or Plano?
I live in Plano.
Okay.
But I've gone to Frisco schools my whole life.
Okay, got it. So you've always been up here around Frisco for schools. It's
Yes,
not
ma'am.
like just a recent thing.
No, ma'am. I went to Bogart Elementary, and then I went to Fowler, and then we got the zoning changed, so then I feeded into Lebanon Trail.
Okay. So back to DBU. So I love DBU, and I'm excited that you're going to be here and be local. And I was looking at when they announced, or when you committed, I guess, and they kind of announced it. I love their like taglines that they put out there. They were talking about if you love golf, if you love to compete, and you buy into their culture. So was it something specific about DBU that hooked you?
The coach, for sure. Coach Trapp is amazing. I feel like I knew for a long time that I wanted to go to DBU, but I really just wanted to keep my options open because I kind of committed very late. Usually in the golf world, big time athletes that are really good commit super, super early. And so I felt like there was a lot of pressure on me to just make a decision, but I wanted to just keep my options open and see what I really liked best. And I couldn't see myself going anywhere other than DBU, and I couldn't see myself playing for anyone other than Coach Trapp because I love what he does, how he coaches his team, and they win. They're so awesome, and all the girls are amazing, and they make me feel so so special to be going there, and it's really an honor to be able to play for them.
That's awesome. And I like that you get to stay not too far, local.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
So, the PGA headquarters is going to be here before we know it. So do you know much about that? Do you follow and get excited about them being here?
There was a thing that they did for the Frisco ISD golfers, and my teammate Ryan Coe went, and Mitchell. They went with our coach, Coach Carmichael, to the presentation. But I do know that they're going to host a Ryder Cup here, hopefully, in 2034. And then they're going to have I was reading up on it today, it was the first 20 or the first 15 years is going to be open. They're going to have 20 competitive tournaments here. And I think that that's really great.
That's a lot.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
put some nice courses
Yes.
here. Yes.
Nice courses and nice events to play here. And so that kind of reminds me, so you've gotten to play some big name tournaments. I saw that you participated in, let's see, Sergio Garcia, a Callaway tournament, and Under Armour Jordan Spieth tournament.
Yes, ma'am.
Rolex tournament. Let's see. There was another big name, I feel like.
USGA.
Folds of Honor,
yeah.
Bob Estes tournament, all these things. So any favorites or favorite memories from any of those that stand out to you?
Well, there's one that you didn't mention, but it was the USGA women's amateur 4-ball.
Okay.
And it's where you get you have a partner and you play out your own ball, and then you take the best score out of the two, and then you record that score. I played with my best friend. She lives in Abilene. Her name's Maddie Olson. She's going to SMU, and we graduate in the same year, so we're going to be in the same city next year, so it's going to be really exciting. But that was my favorite tournament. We played at Timuquana down in Jacksonville, Florida, and it was so much fun. You have to go through one round of qualifying, so we qualified out at, I'm drawing a blank.
Well, how'd you get paired up with her then?
I
like
met
request
her,
or luck?
I met her at the Folds of Honor my first year. No, I didn't. I met her at the state tournament my freshman year.
Okay.
She won my freshman year, and ever since then, we have been best friends. Like, because we were paired up together because we were both medalists. And so we played together both days, and she was so much better than me at that point in time, because she had been playing that type of caliber of golf for a lot longer than I have. So she completely just kicked my butt at that tournament. And so I was just like, wow, I really want to be friends with her. And then our friendship stemmed from there, and we talk every day. And
oh my gosh.
But we are partners, and we are playing at Mira Vista. That's when our qualifier for the 2019 4-ball is.
Okay.
Or might be 2020. No, the 2020 4-ball is.
So you get to see her. So do you mostly just get to see her when you guys are playing together or against each other?
It was my birthday, actually, 2 days ago, and she came down because she was at the LPGA tournament that was at Old American, the VOA, Volunteers of America. And she came down and said hi, and we just kind of hung out for a little bit. But we do see each other a lot. We play in a lot of the same events, and it's not like super long distance, because I feel like we get to see each other like all the time.
Yeah. And next year you'll be in the same town. That's
be
so
in the
cool.
same city.
You'll be competing against each other again? Like, I don't know if those two schools actually.
Well, DBU is Division II and SMU is Division I, but sometimes DBU played in SMU's Invitational last year, so
there'll be some crossover.
There will be a little bit of crossover.
Yes. So your friend that came in town that played at a LPGA event, so is that something that you have also played in, and is that something you plan to do in the future?
A lot of people ask me that question, if I want to go professional and make this my job, but I talk about it all the time with my parents, and I don't know if that's something that I want to make my job, but if my game takes me there, of course I will try it out, but I don't want to, it's not something that, like, because a lot of the junior golfers that I play with and a lot of the girls that I'm friends with have always wanted to become professional, and I just don't know if that's the direction that I'm going in. But I mean, if I get that good, then of course I'm going to try and give it a shot, but I'm not going to like force it or anything.
It's not like you have like laser focus on that and that only. What about if that's not your job and your life, what other kind of things do you see yourself doing and being?
I don't really know, but I mean, golf wise, whenever I kind of say that I don't want to go professional, people kind of look at me and they're like, well, why are you playing in college? And I mean, I want to get to where I'm the best golfer that I can be, and I compete to my fullest potential, and I can give everything that I have to Coach Trapp and to DBU in that program. So I'm going to keep working at it, obviously.
I love that. I mean, I think whenever people go and play a college sport, if they're swimming or playing baseball or, I don't know, all the other things in football, you don't assume they're going to go do that professionally in those sports. But for some reason, golf, you kind of, I don't know, it's like maybe people like me that don't even know how hard it is. It's like you assume it's easier or some natural path to go play pro for some reason. I don't know why people like me would ask you that, but I like that you're not like assuming it, right? That you're
Yes,
playing
ma'am.
for the level that you're at and the next level that you just, are getting to in college and making it the best experience that you can.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
good. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to jump ahead.
I'm really excited. Just taking it one step at a time and trying to make myself to where I'm the best version of golfer that I can be.
Yep. Do you have any specific goals as far as your career? Well, as you finish Lebanon Trail, you mentioned you guys want to win.
We do want to get the ring. We do want to win state. I think we would be the first golf program in Frisco ISD history to win state.
Oh, wow.
I could be wrong.
Well, that sounds good.
Maybe
Even
don't
if you're
quote me
not,
on
even
that.
if you're not the first, it'll still be great,
Yeah,
no
it'll
matter
still
what.
be great. I think it is the first women's program for sure. I don't know about the boys, but the girls, I think for sure. But that's
good.
our ultimate goal.
Good luck. What about any goals though when you get to DBU? Are there certain, I don't know, scores or achievements that you know already that you want to get when you're there?
I feel like my mom has been telling me, she's like, oh my goodness, all the pressure's off. Like, you have no pressure anymore. And I'm like, it's just kind of a different kind of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like where I'm going to go to school anymore. It's how good am I going to be at the school that I've chosen to go. And so, I mean, I really just want to I want to play. I want to compete. I want to be a great college athlete and see where that takes me.
Well, it sounds like that aligns with what they're looking for with their loving golf, loving to compete thing there. So, also, you seem very polite, and I saw, it's funny, the younger my guests are, the more research I do on Twitter, because that seems to be sometimes where I find the most out about you. But you always tweet, like, thank yous to the people that you're playing with, right? You mentioned sometimes getting paired up with somebody that you look up to, or your friends, or your coaches, and you thank them. You thank the venues and the courses that you get to play at. So you're very polite
Thank you.
and gracious and honoring your sport. So where did you learn that? Where does that come from?
My parents have definitely, I mean, I grew up where it was just manners were expected, and I mean, it's helped me a lot. Like, thank you for saying that. It's a great compliment. But I mean, they just yes ma'am, no ma'am, always handwritten thank you notes, and it's just kind of what I've grown up with. But my parents are to thank for that. That's
great.
Definitely their doing right there.
Well, it's nice, and it's nice to see because it's refreshing, I think, too, that you're not taking your sport for granted. It's hard, right?
It is hard.
And it's something that, just like with any sports and anything somebody commits to and has, dreams to do, it can come and go. And so it looks like you're very thankful for every time you get to go out there and play and somebody can host you and you get matched up with different folks, to teach you more about the game.
And especially with some of the tours that I play on, like AJGA, they're a nonprofit. And so we're like everyone that is in the field or everyone that's playing or is a member of that specific tour,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like all of us are so thankful that we're allowed to go play out on great golf courses, and we get to showcase our talent to people that want to see it and coaches that are there to watch us, and they give us a stage that is just that's where you want to be and you want to compete. And without that, we wouldn't junior golf might not be such a big thing as
Right.
it is now without those types of people. And it's so fun, and like because all of the girls from Texas we're all pretty close. Like
Mm-hmm.
we all know each other, and we're all really good friends, and so we play together. And so it's just without those types of people who want us to be able to showcase our talent and play.
Yeah, you wouldn't get to do it.
I probably wouldn't be going to DBU, or my best friend probably wouldn't be going to Oklahoma. Like it's just amazing that other people are willing to help us out,
Right.
achieve our dreams, and get better.
So you keep mentioning your friends and this sort of bond of girls, right, that you've probably played with, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, however long that each person has been in the same sort of circuit as you. And it's interesting, though, because when I think of golf, I think of the individual side of it. And I feel like, okay, you're more isolated and you're out there kind of more on your own. And I guess maybe the training side is, I don't know what your schedule looks like, but it sounds like when you talk about it, it sounds completely opposite. Like it is very a sisterhood and a good social time for you to make these connections with friends.
It is for sure. I mean, whenever we're playing in a tournament and like at the Blue Bonnet, it was the Legends event in May. Me and my friend Megan Winans, we were paired together, and I mean, we were chatting each other up down the fairways, and we're having a great time. But like, once it's time to focus, like both of us, we can just turn it on, and then once we've hit our shot, we can just go and chit chat down the fairway again and get to the green. But like, it's just like there's like an on and off switch with it, kind of. But I mean, you have to have some fun.
Is everybody like that, or are you extra like social out there?
I'm very social out there. I think it might get on some people's nerves sometimes, for sure. I won't lie to you, but
that's you.
I definitely know when there's a time to stop. Like if they're not talking to me and they're just like, they're like, I don't want to talk to you right now.
Well, because that's not everybody's personality.
For sure.
To want to,
But I do know when to turn it off. But if they're talking to me, of course I'm going to talk to them. It's great time.
Yeah,
really
have
fun.
more fun, like you said. So give me your top few golf courses that you've gotten to play at, or where is somewhere you haven't played yet that you really want to get to?
My favorite course I've ever played at was Timuquana. That was where the USGA 4-ball was. It was amazing. It was so awesome. They really took care of us. The staff was great. The volunteers were great. The greens were like perfect condition. The course was amazing. It was so pure.
Was this Florida?
Yes,
said?
Florida.
Okay.
Jacksonville. But I really want to play Baltusrol. It's where they had the USGA junior amateurs, so the boys.
Okay.
2 years ago, but that's really one, of course, Augusta National. And we actually do have an opportunity to play that.
Oh, wow.
In the Augusta National Women's Amateur, but it's the top 100 amateurs in the world, and of course it's like a dream there. Like, I'd love to play in that, and you really only get to play in if you make the cut, so it's
top 100 amateurs in the world.
Yes. I'm like...
Once a year this happens?
Yes, ma'am. It was for the inaugural one was last, I want to say May, April.
So it's a new thing
Brand new.
Oh, that's exciting. That's a goal, right?
It is a goal.
I mean, is that a possibility for you to be that, to be ranked that high? Maybe?
I don't know. Maybe. I'd love for it to be.
Sure. You never know.
Because you can do it all through college. So if I play some really good college golf individually, then who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe win some amateur tournaments.
Hey, you could just climb the rankings. You just never know.
I'm pretty far down there though.
Yeah,
I haven't looked in a while.
But you know, I mean, you're finishing high school, so you just never know. You could your game could soar over the next year or two when you change. I mean, everything changes, right? Your body, you're still like growing up, and you're still getting different coaching staffs, and different things could tweak and change, and you could just get even better than you thought. Yep, definitely.
For sure.
Definitely. Any other golf courses then on your list, or is that all of them?
Baltusrol, Augusta National. Oh, I really want to play Pebble Beach. Yep. I really want to play Pebble Beach. Torrey Pines.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope you get a chance to go play those.
I do too.
I'm excited for you. I love your contagious, happy attitude, and
thank you.
How gracious you are with everybody who hosts you. And I love that you've made such good friends in this individualist type of sport. And I'm excited for Lebanon Trail.
Me too. Definitely. I mean, our number 4 girl, her name's Dominique Gomez. She has stepped up. She has played out of nowhere, just the best golf of her life. And it's so exciting to watch. And Ryan Coe, she's shooting red numbers. She's playing amazing in Madison. Like, we're doing really well, and all of us are really just meshing really well together, and I think we have a really, really good chance.
Good. Sounds like you have some momentum.
We do.
Good opportunity.
We do.
Well, good. We'll be rooting for you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming in. I know you.
Yes,
I think,
ma'am.
Did you come off of a golf course today to come here?
No, I just got out of school.
Oh, okay.
I'm going after this.
Okay, so you, in between school and training, you stopped by to talk to us. Well, I appreciate it.
Yes,
thank you.
ma'am. Thank you so much for having me.
And everybody else out there, thank you for joining us for Hustle and Pro today. So remember to subscribe on whatever it is you are listening to us on, and join us next week.